everybody, George here. Today I'm going to show you how to do ankle stretches. Now, Chris from Wisconsin had actually asked me to do this like months ago, so sorry Chris, but I'm getting around to it now. Ankle stretches are really important because we need ankle flexibility for a couple of reasons. First of all, if you want to do any of the seated meditative poses, you have to have flexible ankles. A lot of teachers are under the impression that the best way to get into, say, Padmasana lotus pose is by opening up the hips, and that's just false. It's really all about the ankles. There's also Vajrasana, Gorikshasana, so many seated meditative poses. Even Siddhasana really relies on a lot of ankle flexibility, so I'm going to show you how to get that today. So, getting started, I'm sitting in Virasana, so I'm basically just sitting on my heels. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see. Toes are together and the heels are apart. And all we do here is we lean forward. Now if you don't have a lot of mobility in the ankles, don't worry about it. Leaning forward, you just try and lift one knee off the floor, releasing, and then the other. So again, toes together, heels apart. If you want to, eventually begin lifting both knees off the floor. And eventually you can lean all the way back. So you're basically on the tops of the feet, leaning back. You get a really, really nice stretch through the entire foot and the ankle. So from here, shifting, we can do the same exact thing with the knees spread wide, toes touching, heels apart, lifting the knees. If you want to as well, you can start lifting the buttocks off of the feet. And you can actually try and balance here as well. It's a bit of a tricky balance. It requires a lot of strength through the groin as well. That's another thing. When we're stretching our ankles, we're actually building strength and stability through the groin, pelvic floor. Also, if we have flexible ankles, it'll actually help protect our knees in a lot of different ways. A lot of times if we roll our ankle or twist our ankle, what ends up happening, if the joint's a little too stiff, the knee will take that injury. So it's actually really good to have more mobility in the ankles. So from here, bringing the feet forward. So sitting Baddha Konasana, very simple, taking the thumbs, placing it between the soles of the feet, and then trying to roll the soles of the feet up like you're opening up a book. Now this right here is key for lotus, because if you can do this, you can do a lotus pose. So I'm just rolling the soles of the feet up here. When we do lotus pose, Padmasana, we do want the soles of the feet rolling up. Now if you see images of yogis sitting in Padmasana or statues, the soles of the feet are pointing straight up. There's an energetic thing happening there as well. According to the traditional Kundalini Yoga, not as taught by Yogi Bhajan, that's actually Hatha Yoga. The chakras that are in the legs are actually associated with very negative emotions. So when we sit in meditation, we actually want to lock up those chakras and not allow that energy to fully circulate. So from here, you can bring the soles of the feet together. If you have the flexibility, you can start opening up the soles of the feet on your own. Again, a lot of this, you're going to feel it in your ankles, but a lot of this is actually coming from the groin. So from here, one hand forward, one hand back. We want to tilt the pelvis back, so it's kind of like you're sticking out your butt, leaning forward, and we lift. So let me turn sideways so you can get an idea of what I'm actually doing with my high knee. So from here, I lean forward, I tilt the pelvis up. So you can kind of see how I'm sticking out my booty there. Same thing when you're trying to balance on the hands in a Dandasana. You really want that arch. So from here, coming forward, you can lift. You can try and roll the soles of the feet up. And again, now we're starting to get into Vajrasana, Gorikshasana. So, in Gorikshasana, it depends on the lineage too now. Some lineages reverse these. These are seated meditative poses. Separate the heels, bringing the buttocks over the heels, trying to drop the knees down to the ground. And there you have it, seated meditative pose. Relies on a lot of flexibility through the ankles, through the groin. It's actually pretty comfortable once you get here. From there, Again, different lineages. Some people call this Bhadrasana, other people call this Gorikshasana. Separate the toes wide, tilt them back, and we're trying to lift the heels up. Now I don't have this pose yet, but you're trying to press the heels forward and drop the knees down. It's easier to do it one leg at a time. You can extend the left leg. Pinky toe side of the foot against the groin, and try and roll the heel up, dropping the knee. And there you have it. So you can start working on these if you're a runner, if you're a cyclist, even if you're a swimmer. Doing some of these stretches will actually help you in other sports. So that's about it. Thanks so much for watching. Om Shanti. Enjoy your practice.